Hey guys, welcome to Toe Tags Metal Reviews, and today we're going to be having our first impressions of an album that I am trying to get Vile into. Now Vile, what do you think the album is that I'm going to try to get you into?
Well, we did talk about a few different bands. You know that there's certain bands that I know you love, and you know that I either don't really like them, or I've given them a chance and they didn't fly with me, or I have never really listened to them that much before. You know what those bands are. So if I had to guess, I'd say maybe something like Opeth or maybe Dream Theater. I know you're a big Dream Theater fan, and you know I'm not too into Dream Theater. I know you're also a big Opeth fan, and I basically shit talk Opeth all the time. Other than those, I can think of a few other ones. I'm not really sure. Maybe Rings of Saturn, The Faceless. I don't know.
I regret to inform you none of those answers are correct, because today I'm going to get you into Meshuggah.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm a big Meshuggah fan. I've loved these guys for a really long time. Checked out a ton of their different albums. It was a little bit difficult for me to find the right album, I think, to get you into it. But then I realized, okay, I got an idea. I have an album that showcases what they're all about, but is also very entertaining. Because Meshuggah is a band that can be really complex and really unusual at times. They do some things that are just a little bit strange to listen to. You know, stuff like the EP they made, that's a really weird one, because it's an EP that's one song, and it's 24 minutes long.
Oh, wow.
And it's really, really strange. Stuff like that, I think, is really hard to really get into the band, but I feel like the album obZen.
obZen?
Yep.
Is that the one with Bleed on it?
That is the one with Bleed on it.
I've heard Bleed. I think Bleed's a pretty cool song.
I think everyone's heard Bleed.
But that's
probably the most popular song.
That's the only song I have heard that I can recall, so.
That's a solid one. So I feel like the rest of the album is great to indoctrinate you into what this band's about.
Indoctrinate me. Nice. Okay.
Enter.
Brainwash me into liking Meshuggah. Okay. I'm down.
So we're going to go upstairs. We're going to be listening to this album front to back, and we're going to come back with Vile's first impressions on obZen by Meshuggah.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
Alright guys, welcome back. We just listened to obZen, and I'm going to give all the floor here to Vile. What were your first impressions of obZen by Meshuggah?
My first impressions of obZen by Meshuggah. I feel like, okay, for one, don't get mad at me. Don't hate me, okay?
I kind of felt like this was coming.
I feel like it's going to be a long week. Okay, because I gotta listen to this album all week. I gotta give it a really solid chance. I hate using the same adjective twice, but I suck at picking up words off the top of my head. So it's gonna be a solid chance. Anyways, I got notes. We always take notes. I don't want to take a dump on this album, but I'm going to. Okay, I have to take a dump on this album. Sorry. There's potential for it to grow, but my feelings right now are, I'm just going to say, not good. I was not thrilled listening to this. I was not enjoying it, unfortunately.
I could kind of tell.
Yeah, maybe you could tell by the listening session if you guys watched that part of the video. Not much going on as far as my movements. I was trying to get into it, trying to groove, really trying to feel it, but it just wasn't going through me. So here's some notes that I have. I'm going to start with negative stuff. I like to finish on a positive note. I try my best. So, these guys are very talented, okay? Very, very, very talented musicians. Very schooled, very tight. I mean, it's a pro and a con, in my opinion. Because you got the drums and the guitar perfectly in sync every song. For me, that was overkill. Too much. It made every song kind of blend in and sound the same. And, you know, I listened to the first couple songs up to, like, you know, Bleed. I mentioned it when we were listening to Bleed, and I was like, are they really like in sync? Like, or is like, I thought maybe the drums had like a special guitar sound where it was like a guitar chug every time the drums were hitting the bass drum. But you said no, that's actually the guitar player. You know,
rhythmically they matched up. Yeah,
rhythmically matched up perfectly. It became too much. I was like, this again. Do they ever change it up? Right? I don't know. It just got old. Not saying it's not good. It's a good thing, but it just got old. It was overdone, repetitive. The vocals, all but the last song, the vocals were monotone, completely monotone. There was no diversity in the vocals. He just basically yells into the mic at the same pitch each and every time. Got old real fast. And here's the thing, I'm conflicted here again because there's other bands I listen to like Slayer, for example. Very monotone vocals. But something about it I can still enjoy. Maybe it's because I can hear the lyrics a little better. With this, I don't really know what the guy's saying unless I was reading the lyrics. But it just felt like, I don't know, the vocals were annoying me. Now, when the album first started and the vocals kicked in, I was like, I'm really getting a Static X vibe from this. Guy sounds like Wayne Static, but just a little harder. Okay, Wayne Static was not quite as heavy on the scream, but got that vibe from it. I like Static X, R.I.P. Wayne Static, but that's the vibe I got from it at first. But then I started basically hearing the same type of rah, 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 through every song. Like, that was a horrible impression, obviously, but it felt overdone, repetitive. Every song was blending in, sounding the same. The time signatures, that's got to be this band's claim to fame. Okay?
Yeah, they're very, very intelligent when it comes to what they're doing with rhythms.
Now here's my stance on time signature stuff. Okay, and I know this is, if you had picked Dream Theater, I probably would have had the same impression because this is going back probably at least a decade, if not more. I remember, I think I was talking to my cousin one time, and he's like, "Hey man, you ever listen to Dream Theater?" And I was like, "No, not really. I never really checked them out." He's like, "You gotta check them out, man. Dream Theater's got the best time signatures. It's so talented. Nobody can do this shit. It's such a great thing." And bigging it up, right? And I really didn't know what time signatures meant. I'm not really that musically educated as far as the technical stuff goes and the actual school stuff goes. I'm like, all right, I'll check out Dream Theater. So I'm checking out Dream Theater, and you know, all these time signature changes. I'm like, okay, like it's technical. I guess it involves a lot of talent, but it doesn't fucking sound good. It just doesn't sound good. I think for somebody like you,
yeah,
you go to school for music.
Yeah.
Right? So you know this stuff. This is stuff that you can tell on how technical it is just by listening to it. Me, I'm the opposite. I tell how good things are by the sound that's coming out of it, not the technical aspect behind the sound. So we're getting a different vibe that way, and I can really see how you can appreciate this so much because of how technical it really is.
Yeah.
But to me, the way it sounds takes high precedence over the technicality behind it. A band can be not technical and still sound good, but I don't think a band can be super technical and sound good. I can't see with time signatures. I want to add
like rhythms,
with
like
rhythms and
stuff.
and all that stuff. Yeah, it's not even about being super technical. You can be super technical and be in a regular 4/4 time and still sound good. That to me would sound great. But when you have all these, like, I don't even know what time signatures mean, to be honest. 4/4 is basically the only thing that makes sense to me. Anything other than that, which this to me sounded like a smorgasbord of time signatures that I couldn't really make sense of. And it just wasn't getting me. But I wanted to end on a positive note. So let's see some positive notes. So the guitar sounds were cool. I liked the overall, effect on the guitar. The strumming was cool, the whole gent, style of riffing.
Yeah.
I dig that. It's heavy, it's, aggressive, kind of shit. I like that. It was nice and bass heavy. You can't go wrong with bass heavy music.
Very
right?
thick
Very
sound.
thick bass, yep. hate when you use like an adjective to describe something and I just repeat it afterwards. I do it in almost every video. That's how much I suck with coming up with words on the spot. Thick, heavy bass. Okay, whatever. The drummer. Okay, I like drummers. I like drumming. The drummer is a very talented drummer, but unfortunately, I didn't like his style. But I don't think I'm trying to decide whether it was really him or it was just the music he's playing, because of the guitar that's constantly in sync with him might have, you know, kind of took away from his style a little bit.
Thomas Hake is just overall a very technical drummer. Like
he
thinks like
did it again
a lot a lot with how the band sounds. So I feel like with what you're saying, it might be a mix of both, because that's, you know, a lot that you see from him is the stuff that you'll see in Meshuggah, of course. But that's also the band's sound generally, to have stuff like that. Yeah. Very rhythmically complex.
Yeah, so, you know what, my first impressions, you know, they're not good. I think there's a reason why, I mentioned earlier in the video, I listened to Bleed before. I've heard Bleed. I think there's a reason why I never went to visit any other Meshuggah music after listening to Bleed. But I'm going to give this a valiant effort. I'm going to listen to it as much as I can throughout the week. I'm going to try to soak it in, try to let it grow on me. Maybe the fact that it's so random, the music's so random, throws you off at first. Maybe I got to get used to it. Maybe I got to learn the songs and know the patterns and know really what they're doing. And maybe it all won't blend into one big smorgasbord.
It'll become not random.
It'll become not random. I'm hoping it becomes not random, and I'm hoping it becomes more tolerable, because I really just wanted it to fucking end. Like...
There was some times where I look behind me and I just see you like almost asleep. I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm like, shit.
Anyways, guys,
I was despairing this moment.
That's gonna be it for my first impressions of obZen by Meshuggah. So be sure to come back next week when we do the full album review of this album. I'm really hoping it grows on me. I really am hoping it grows on me. I do not like to talk shit about anything, but I have to be honest with my feelings and my thoughts. So that's what I did. But anyways, guys, make sure to like, comment, favorite, subscribe. I'm Vile Self.
I'm TV Fish.
We'll see you guys in the next video. Later.